The fuck is up, BKV2 Nation? It's BKV2, British Kid V2 right here, and we back. Back for everything, so let's go. So this is the story, the fucking story on how I got tricked by a fat girl on Xbox Live. Now this is pretty old, it was about 2009, 2008, when UFC 09 was popular and 2010 didn't come out. You know, I was a chubby little kid and I was looking for bitches over Xbox. So this was when, I remember, I was starting to use Dan Henderson. And I finally found out, like, a way to get easy wins back at the time. Because a lot of people didn't know how to play UFC since it was, like, the new shit. The first MMA game on the next-gen console. So everyone was just, like, you know, putting their dick in the water for the first time. They was getting settled with everything. So I found out the way to do it. Like, you know, you clinch, you slam them. That slam puts you in side control. You go from side control to full mount. And then you just, like, you know, punch, then hold back on the stick to prevent him from getting off of his back. And you just keep doing that because the punches in full mount were way more powerful in any position. And you kept doing that, and you basically would win the match. And that's until people figured it out. But basically, this was a welterweight match, actually. I wasn't using that Henderson. This was a welterweight match. You know, I picked Anthony Johnson because the kickboxers were like, you know, the fucking shit in that game. You know, it doesn't matter who it was. You could be using punk ass, but if he was a kickboxer, what'd you call it? You'd be able to kick some ass with punk ass. You know, you could be using my dick, but if my dick had arms and legs and it was a kickboxer, you could beat people with my dick. Now, I forgot who this bitch picked. I think she picked Roger Huerta. You know, that motherfucker who beat up the big tall black guy for beating up another bitch and it ended up on TMZ. Then after that he lost like 3 fights in a row in Bellator. And then he's starring in a fucking commercial on painting his goddamn nails black. Yeah, that Roger Huerta. And she was garbage. You know, I was in game chat, and I'm usually not in game chat on Xbox. Like, this was a one at a time thing. I seen a bitch gamer tag, and it said, like, Tori505. And, you know, it was spelled Tori like the bitch Tori, like Tori. Because, you know, bitches with male names got an I at the end. Danny, Dani, and all that other stupidity shit. But, yeah, so her name was Tori, and I was talking, I was like, hey, what's up, you know, you ready to get your ass beat? Just traditional BKV2 things. And she was like, what I heard from the mic was this. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get my ass beat, but I'm a beginner at the game, so, you know, it's like... And, you know, back in those days, like, on Xbox, any console, a PC, I don't care what you say. If you hear a hot girl's voice over the mic... No, if you hear a girl's voice over the mic, you're gonna figure she's hot just because of the voice and, you know, come on. But so when I first heard this voice, I was like, holy shit. And then, you know, after I beat her ass, you know, she took the ass beating, I was like, oh, you know, give me a MySpace, you know, we can link up. Go look at my profile, look at all the music I got. I had Purple Rain by Prince with a moving Matrix background, motherfucker. I was balling on MySpace. And, so I was entering in her URL from the MySpace, and every letter I put on the keyboard, I was just excited. I was like, yo, I'm gonna meet a bitch that likes MMA, video games, and she's got a hot voice on the fucking Xbox. You know, let's fucking go. I clicked that enter button, and all I gotta say is, oh God, oh God, oh God. And that's not in a good way, because usually when Big Sean says that, it means that, you know, something drastic is about to happen. Things are going to take a turn for the worst. And, you know, that's what definitely happened. This bitch played me. She was fat. She was nasty. You know, she was like in a, in like a chair. You know, the bitch never even stood up in any of her pictures. She was stationary in each picture. Like, the only thing different about her pictures was that she wore the same shirt. She wore a different shirt. So, you know, I could go in Photoshop, color the bitch's shirt the same in every picture. You'd be like, oh yeah, why do you have a bunch of every picture on your MySpace? So basically, before we go, before we go, in a nutshell, this is what basically happened. I think this chronicalizes these 4 minutes of me talking right now on this YouTube video. So with that said, BKV2, we just keep V2 out and yeah, watch this little snippet.
The Joker wins.